is my guide. I move with light. Joy 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 is my guide. I move with light. Like sweet morning dew, as if I look at you, and it was plain to see you are my destiny. All right, happy Moonday, everybody. I just wanted to start off with a little music since the topic we're going to be talking about is keeping some high vibrations. That was Joy by a beautiful chorus. I love their music. If you heard it, they have beautiful voices. They have a lot of lovely high vibrational music. They sing a lot of spiritual songs. So if you want a group to check out, I will post it later in the chat. So happy Moon Day. So let's get into it. Y'all see the title? Unlike the secrets to wellness, we're gonna learn how to keep our vibrations high. So shout out to one of my brothers. He gave me this topic, so I decided to share my insight and give you some tips. He said people are always using all these different videos, high vibrations, high vibrations, high vibrations. So he wanted to know what exactly does that mean? So I told him, thank you for bringing that up. I was going to explain to what I think my take is, what kind of tips, because like I said, I believe in being healthy in your spirit, in your mind, in your emotions, and definitely in your body. So we're going to explore some effective ways to stay in a high vibrational state and elevate your energy levels for overall wellness. So if you see me looking up and down, I'm making sure I'm trying to stay on task and I have some notes. So the first thing you need to understand is vibrations and how it pertains to your wellness. Okay, so let me explain to you what vibrations are. If you took any science class, you know this, but a lot of people, when they take these classes, they don't make the connection to what it means to us as people. So everything in the universe is made up of energy that vibrates at different frequencies. Our thoughts, emotions, and physical bodies also have their own vibrational frequency. When we're in a high vibrational state, we feel positive, energetic, and healthy. When we're in a low vibrational state, we feel negative, tired, and sick. So I'm going to share with you one chart that I've seen a lot of people use so you can have a visual, because I like, that you should also be able to, have a visual, because a lot of people learn audio and visual. So hold on, let me see if I can share my screen and I'll get up the chart and hopefully you can see that. Done. Okay, some of you might have seen this chart. It's called the emotional vibrational analysis chart. And as you can see, I like the color, so because it follows, if you study this thing, um, it goes in the colors of your chakras. So you see the lowest is shame and the highest is enlightenment. So you see shame, guilt, apathy, grief are very, low vibrational. You're going to feel all of these emotions, and you should try to stay out of the lower frequency as much as possible. But things happen in life and you're going to feel that way. But this is to give you a visual of how high or low the emotions you feel, where they vibrate. And you can tell that by your day to day life. And as you get higher, you see desire, anger, pride, courage, neutrality, and willingness. That one is getting, higher. And like they said, you can channel those better. So those are usually considered on this chart, like in between low and high, like a middle, because you can always channel um, desire and anger, pride. You can use that to power, yourself to do things. So usually when you get into like more of acceptance, reason, but they definitely consider the highest on this chart love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. So, like right now, I feel like I'm enlightened, because I'm sharing my knowledge and my gifts, with the world. So this is a chart that, like I said, let me tell y'all. Yeah, it's a mega chart. And if you see it, that's the ultimate consciousness is enlightenment. And it starts, you see, around acceptance is where it expands. And you start contracting around desire. And the alpha point is starts at the bottom, which is shame. But as you know, hey Janet, hello, hello, hello. So as human beings, we're gonna float up and down these charts, but you try to stay as high as you can. So I'm gonna give you some tips that have helped me, that have helped others, that I've used in my professional capacity to help others, because I was a nurse for over 7 years, so I had to definitely deal with people who felt all these things and also felt this myself. So, like they say, we long as we wake up every day and on this earth, we're going to deal with these definitely these emotions. But let's try to keep them high and live the best life possible. Okay. So, like I said, I have some notes so I can keep it flowing. So to wrap that part up, therefore, keeping our vibrations high is crucial for our overall wellness. By doing so, we can improve our mood, reduce stress, boost our immune system, and promote healing. So I said all this, gave you a chart, told you, what's high, what's considered medium, what's considered high consciousness. Oh, sorry, Janet. Like I just said, that kind of thing is, that's life. And if you have feelings, you're gonna feel all these things, but you just try to feel as high as possible because every energy is not destroyed or created. So the animal is still here with you in spirit. So like I always tell people, with things like that, death is a process of life. You just accept it and think of all the good memories because you can always, transmute that because in society we're taught to feel bad about everything, feel guilty, grief about everything, and not get out of it. But just as much as you can, try to channel that into all the wonderful times you had with your pet, you know. So let's keep it going. So my sister sound like you need some tips on how to keep your vibrations up. And like I said, condolences for your loss because pets are wonderful, you know, wonderful animals made by God, and that's one of the things they're here to do to keep us company, to keep our vibrations high. So one of some of the things you can do, definitely keep positive thoughts and emotions. Uh, it's better to focus on that. I always tell people try to practice, have gratitude, kindness, forgiveness. When you give forgiveness, you're just not giving forgiveness to others, you're giving it to yourself. Because that's another thing, because I know that in my own journey, I used to have a lot of anger, hatred, and unforgiveness. You have to release it because that will definitely keep you stuck in anger. And that's not good for your health in any part of it, you know. And I said, tell people you have something to be grateful for every day. If you woke up today, be grateful. If you can breathe, be grateful. You have many things. It's one thing you can find every day to be grateful for. So, and definitely show kindness. You know, show kindness to others, even those who don't deserve it. It, you know, like they say, that will reflect on them, not on you. Long as you stay in your character, stay in your square, you show kindness. So don't let nobody make you act outside of your character. And then show kindness to strangers. You give kindness to people who and don't expect anything back. So that's a way, you know, and definitely surround yourself with positive things and positive people, you know. So the next tip I will give you, oh, you thank you, is physical activity. Like today around 4 o'clock Central Time, I went walk about 3 miles. And if you've been following me for a long period of time, you know I am a walker and I've been walking for many years. And those of you, before you try any physical activity, check with your physician, because I'm not a physician, I'm a nurse. But check in case you take any medication, you ever injured yourself before. So just check before you try any physical activity. Good ones, like I said, walking is wonderful, it's free. If you're able to do it, get you some good walking shoes. They have websites. One good one is walkingtrails.com if you want to find any walking trails near your house. The reason exercise is good, I can tell you, a test for me, but it's good for your physical health, your emotional well being. It gives you a time, just a break. Sometimes I listen to music, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just enjoy nature. Sometimes I use that time to go out, I walk. My sun gaze, I ground, you know, what they call earthing. And what it does is releasing it releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. It helps you reduce stress and anxiety. If not, find you a exercise you do enjoy. They got yoga, martial arts, whatever you like. Just do it. Get your body moving. It will keep the aging process down. Because, like I said, for me, all these tips and things I've done in my own life, if you've seen all my older videos, you'll see I look totally different. So this is not just things I'm telling you, this is things I put into practice, because if you don't try it for yourself, you won't know if it works or not. I can just be talking to you. So physical exercise, I can definitely say it's one of the best things I have, that I've long term, I've thought, I've tried it. Like I tell them, sometimes you have to try something 100 times before it sticks. Just keep doing it. Just keep going. Eventually, how humans learn things is by repetition. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, thank you, Janet. And another way you can get your vibrations up is another thing we all participate in as the human race is healthy eating. Try to, as much as possible, try to choose whole natural foods that nourish your mind and body. Get you a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, you know, drink you a lot of water. Definitely drink fruit juices, like natural fruit juices, because that is, you know, definitely good for you. Try to avoid as much processed food as possible. Sugar, especially granulated sugar. If you're going to have sugar, if you possibly get like cane sugar, date sugar, coconut sugar, one of the other fruit sugars. I know they're still processed, but they're better for you. And it's hard for some people who've been eating sweets for a long time just to have nothing. Um, and on that note, since we're talking about healthy eating, I will soon be coming out with a vegan vegetarian dessert cookbook, because, like I said, I'm a Southerner, and y'all see, and I like to cook and like to eat. But I will show people how to make healthy Southern desserts. And if you're from the South, you know they're not healthy. But I have found good substitutes for you to still have. You know, you don't want to deprive yourself, because when you deprive yourself, you go and eat up all kind of things you don't have any business. So that's one of my way of giving back, and, you know, getting people, you know, to still have what you like, but just do it in a different way. Because when you eat too much processed food, sugar and you know, overly have too much caffeine, like drinking coffee all day, drinking sodas all day, it depletes your energy, and it negatively affects your mood, because your body gets used of it, and you might be running around. You might have an emergency. You might anything can happen. Life is life. And if your body is used to all these things, and if it doesn't get it, you're gonna be feeling a lot of anger, desire, and probably some apathy. So, try to eat as, as good as possible. Like I tell people, just I know from my own journey, if anybody would have told me I would have been a vegan / vegetarian, I would have been like, no. But if I can do it, anybody can. But like I said, just try to get as much as you can. Everything is step by step by step. Just take small steps, and then it will become a habit. It's easier that way, and it's less stress on your whole system. Because, like I said, the thing you want is long-term success, not just I'm gonna do it because I've done that many times over the past, and that is a shock to our full system, and it usually doesn't end well. So that's why people usually fall off the wagon and things like that. So slow and steady wins the race. We're running a marathon, not a sprint. So another one is practicing mindfulness and meditation. It helps to quiet your mind, reduce stress, and cultivate a more positive outlook in life. What some people think when you do meditation that your mind is going to go quiet. That's not necessarily so. Sometimes it's just for you to just sit still. Just be observant of your thoughts. Just let them go. Don't judge. Just let them go. Because sometimes negative things you have playing over and over in your mind is because you have energized it, you have given it power. So with meditation, one of the things it does, it makes you just sit still. You just observe your thoughts. Things that don't belong to you, you just let it go. And that's what you do meditation for, to let those things release. And also breath work. Breath work is something I do from time to time. I don't do it all the time, but it is very wonderful. Sometimes I do it before I go to sleep, and it helps me to rest. It makes your body calm down. Like if you're tensed up and you have a lot of stress, usually if you do breath work, it for me, I know I can tell for myself, it helps my body to relax. It makes me get into, a drowsy state. It just, it puts more oxygen into your body, which we always need that, to get the circulation moving. So just try it for a few minutes. I would say if you want to start just to try, they have all kind of videos on YouTube. I would try like practicing if you want a guided meditation or breath work, start like maybe with 5 minutes every day. Practice mindfulness throughout the day, just maybe just take a break, just sit, relax, or just check with yourself and see how you're doing. Like, I'm feeling good and like that. So one of my favorite tips that I like, which is the last tip I'm gonna give you today, surround yourself with positivity. Let me show y'all my shirt. I didn't want to put it down. This is one of the ways, that let me get this. Let me stop sharing my screen so I can show y'all me. Like things like this. This motivates me. It makes me happy. It gives me that boost. I look in the mirror when I go in the restroom. When I wear this t-shirt, I'm everything I need. Sometimes you have to just encourage yourself. So surround yourself with positivity. Let me show y'all another thing that I have. It's in my room because I'm sitting at my desk. I leave things like this around. Let me see. Y'all know me in cameras. Like cups like this. I have all kind of things like this. Follow your dreams. They know the way. This is the kind of things I do to surround myself with positivity. Like I have vision boards in my room. I have all kind of things. So I do all kind of things to keep my vibrations up. So you surround yourself with people, environments, media that can have, that greatly affect your vibrations. If you sit in the house all day and watch the news, sad movies and TV shows and ratchet reality shows and all that, if you do that every day or multiple times a day, how do you think that will make you feel day in, day out? You won't feel good, you know? But if you surround yourself with more positive news or things you're interested in, that's the power of things like YouTube. You can go and find out what you want to know instead of somebody programming you to be on the lower spectrum. Watch movies. I love action and comedy movies, things that make you smile, things that make you laugh, and be around people who are positive, who not every time you see them is full of negative energy and just whining and complaining. I block myself off from that. I can't do that. I don't want to do that because their job is to lower you to their level. And you don't want to surround yourself with that. If you're already feeling bad, you know, how is that going to help you? And another tip I'll give this as a bonus. Like I tell people, this is another way you can gauge yourself. Think on a day when everything is going well for you. Get that good parking space, you get your favorite purse or, for men, shoes or whatever. If things line up wonderful in a day, check with yourself and see, like, what was I doing? How was I gauging, what was going on that everything went that way? And also when you're not feeling good, like, what was I doing? What was I thinking? What was I engaging with? Who was I talking to? So the thing is to build awareness. Exactly, Janet. That's the most you can do. If nothing else, you like this. I tell people the only thing you can control is yourself. So you can control the people you're around, the environment, and the media you watch. And things you only can control yourself. You can't control other people, you know. So I hope all these tips I gave y'all, put some in practice in your daily routine, and that can possibly help you unlock the secrets to wellness and keep your vibration high. Like I said, this is something you have to practice on a daily basis. Just take your time. Just maybe take one tip. Like I tell people, you don't have to try everything. If one thing resonates with you that I gave you, just do that one thing. Then come back later and say, okay, let me see. Did this. I used this. I implemented this. Let me see what else I can do. Because like I tell you, life is a marathon, not a race. So on that note, oh yeah, before I wrap up the video, so y'all see my channel is starting to change. You see my name is on here, Tanisha Wilson Bay. This is my full name, my real name. And I'm going to start doing more videos and I'll be changing things on my channel and things like that. So I also renamed my channel, so you probably seen that also. So y'all let me know. Just thank you for everybody who's been here so far. Just like I said, I keep changing, my life keeps unfolding. Yeah, my channel, Life Journeys to Wellness with Tanisha Wilson Bay. Like I said, I love teaching. I've changed so much, and I figured I use all these tips. Let me share them with others, so we all can be well together. So I'm going to be changing my channel. I'm going to be on here more often. Like I said, I'm an entrepreneur, so I have all kinds of things that I will be, debuting on this one. I will also be having other channels. So, like I said, thank you for unfolding on this life journey with me. Because if you looked at the description of my channel, you'll see that, you know. And at the Moorish Science Tip of America, they have a saying they tell us in there: when God unfolds, when man unfolds, God unfolds. So thank y'all for being patient with me, watching me grow. This has been the past, at least the past 5 years or so. I've been posting videos and stuff like that. So I'm ready to just keep expanding and growing. So thank you for, taking this journey with me. So on that note, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel. I will definitely be posting more videos on personal growth and development. If anybody has any tips or techniques that work for you, please share it with others because people check the comments and I read your comments and I also reply back to them. Or if nothing else, I pin and like them. Please share with the family because we're all trying to keep growing and unfolding together. So thank y'all for watching. Keep your vibes high. Have a happy moon day. The God in me blesses the God in you. And y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. So you'll probably see me on here because, like I said, I'll be doing some stuff on my channel and things like that. But I will most likely be back here on Sunday because I'm part of a chamber of commerce, and we're having an egg hunt in Houston. Look under my community post. I'll probably post it by Friday or Saturday. If y'all have any people in the Houston area that have any children that live on the north side of Houston, that's where we'll be doing the egg hunt. So I will post that later. But on that note, everybody, y'all have a blessed week. Islam, which means peace.